K-pop is loud by design, with big groups, bold concepts, and endless movement, all competing for attention at the same time. But there are moments when the noise drops, when the choreography pauses, when the camera slows down, when the spotlight stops chasing spectacle and lingers on something simpler, a presence. Not every idol survives that moment. In Triple S, a group built on rotation, scale, and constant change, one voice keeps reappearing. Not to overpower the song, not to steal focus, but to hold everything together. And that is what Seo Dahyun does. Seo Dahyun was born on January 8, 2003, in Busan, South Korea, a city known for its rhythm, its movement, and its energy. But her relationship with music did not begin with performance. It began with listening, with understanding sound before trying to control it. Even early on, Dahyun was not chasing volume, but rather chasing clarity, pitch, balance, the feeling of a note landing exactly where it should. While others learned how to stand out, she learned how to stay steady. That difference would define everything that followed. Before the stages, before the cameras, before anyone knew her name, Dahyun entered the long, quiet process of training. She trained under source music, where the work was technical, repetitive, and unforgiving. This was not about flashy skills. This was about breath control, consistency, and discipline. Learning how to support a melody instead of overpowering it. Learning how to stay controlled, even when tired. Then came a moment that rarely happens before debut, before becoming an idol, before officially stepping into the industry. Dahyun recorded background vocals for G-Friend's song, Hope. There was no spotlight, no center position, just her voice, layered beneath the lead, trusted to support professionals. That moment mattered, because it meant someone believed her voice was reliable. What really impresses me about Dahyun is that before she was even revealed as the 10th member of Triple S, she had already been quietly building a solid catalog of OST work. Songs like I'm in Love with You, More Than Yesterday, My Hope, and First Night of Snow. And the crazy part is that most people didn't even know her name yet. OST singing is a completely different skill from idol singing. Your voice isn't there to shine on its own, but to support a story that isn't yours. It has to enhance the emotion of a scene without pulling attention away from the actors. And it's not easy to do that well. What makes it even more impressive is that these weren't just random or low-profile dramas. These were shows with big-name actors and real viewership. The kind of dramas where production teams don't take chances on someone unless they trust them. For most artists, getting an OST is something that happens years after debut, once they've proven themselves and built a name. But Dahyun did it before she was even revealed as part of Triple S. That still blows my mind. This is where Dahyun thrives. On Signal 221125, we see a mysterious girl slowly walking toward the Mode House meeting room. She looks unsure, a little confused, and probably anxious. At that point, we don't know who she is or why she's there. Then it's revealed to be Dahyun. In that moment, Mode House confirms that she will be part of the next Assemble comeback alongside the other 9 members. And almost immediately, she breaks down in tears. Not from sadness, but from overwhelming joy and relief. It's the kind of reaction you only get after holding something in for a long time. Like everything she worked for, quietly and patiently, finally became real.
안녕하세요. 입니다. 회사에 왔습니다.
안녕하세요, 님. 제가 누군지 알고 계신가요?
네, 수아 씨?
오늘 이곳으로 님을 부른 이유는 2023년 초에 발생하는 디멘션에 대한 정보를 알려드리기 위해서입니다.
네, 무슨 정보죠?
2023년의 시작을 여는 디멘션은 그 해에 존재하는 트리플스의 모든 S가 참여하게 되는데요.
네.
이번 디멘션에 참여하는 S는 총 10명입니다.
그렇군요.
언제부터 작은 S로 존재하고 있었는지 알려주실 수 있으신가요?
저는 이번 연도 2월 달부터 작은 S로 계속 생활하고 있었습니다. 혼자 연습하고 관리하면서 하고 있었습니다.
오래 기다리셨습니다. 께서 트리플S의 10번째 멤버로 합류하게 되었습니다. 축하드립니다.
진짜요? 울면 안 되는데. 화장했는데. 아니 너무 갑작스러워서 저는 지금 그냥 인터뷰인 줄 알고 여기 왔는데 울면 안 되는데. 감사합니다. 어떻게? 그냥 지금 아무런 정신이 없어요. 지금 테니 된다고 하니까 저 진짜 예상 하나도 안 하고 온 건데 너무 좀 깜짝 놀라고. 중학교 3학년 때부터 연습생 생활을 했는데 갑자기 이렇게 들으니까 너무 좋기도 하고 진짜 울면 안 되는데 저는 진짜 이런 자리일지도 진짜 전혀 몰랐어요. 그냥 인터뷰를 하셔서 요새 어떻게 지냈냐고 물어보시는 건 줄 알고 진짜 마음 편하게 아무런 생각 안 하고 그냥 혼자 연습하는 것처럼 편하게 왔는데 지금 기분 너무 좋고 지금 그냥 말로 표현을 못 감사합니다.
Before we move on to Dahyun's journey as a member of Triple S, here's a recent lore that she dropped on their recent Signal Live broadcast.
트리플스 만들어지기 전에 왔으니까 모드하우스에 트리플스라는 건 알고 있었어. 근데 나는 내가 빨리 공개가 될 줄 알았어. 처음에. 근데
그치 어렸으니까.
근데 뭐야? 나 안 되나 보다 이러고 그러고 있었는데
그런 게 어딨어. 지금 언니가 제일 필요해 우리 팀에서.
근데 처음에 난 진짜
언니밖에.
왜냐면 나는 이미 반포기 상태에서 나는 진짜 왜냐면 그냥 너무 오래 기다려지니까 그러다가 갑자기 그때 나 엄청 펑펑 우는 시그널 알지? 그때 내가 갑자기 축하합니다 이러는 거야. 저도 감사해요 이러고 저도 감사해요.
In December 2022, Dahyun was revealed as the 10th member of Triple S. And Triple S is not your typical group. It is a system where members rotate, units change, concepts shift constantly. A group that is designed to evolve. In a system like that, individuality is important, but consistency is survival. Dahyun entered Triple S as a stabilizer. On February 13th, 2023, she officially debuted with the EP Assemble. From the beginning, her role was clear. She did not debut with explosive ad-libs or dramatic center moments. Dahyun debuted with control. Her voice completed the song. While others pushed energy forward, she built the structure underneath. Over time, that kind of presence becomes impossible to ignore. As Triple S expanded, Dahyun moved fluidly between subunits like Love Lucian and Neptune. Each unit demanded something different. One needed warmth, another needed restraint, another required emotional distance. But no matter the concept, her identity remained consistent. Clear pronunciation, balanced emotion, controlled power. She adapted without losing herself. That adaptability eventually led her to Aria, a unit built entirely around vocals. No excess, just voices and feeling. Dahyun was chosen as leader and center, not because she was the loudest, but because she understood direction, tempo, emotional pacing. In Aria, in my opinion, Dahyun did not dominate the song, but rather guides it. She knows when to lean in and when to pull back, when to let silence do the work. Leadership, in her case, sounds like restraint. Outside of group activities, she later appeared on programs like King of Masked Singer, where visuals disappear and only sound remains. No choreography, no styling, no group identity to lean on, just a voice in isolation. And once again, she proved the same thing. She is dependable. In a group as large and experimental as Triple S, chaos is always nearby. Concepts rotate, members shift, expectations change, Dahyun functions as an anchor. When everything moves, her voice stays familiar. When the system evolves, she remains recognizable. She does not chase attention, but she wants to earn trust. And in an industry built on noise, trust is what lasts. Dahyun may not always be the loudest presence on stage, but when the music needs to feel complete, she is there. In a system designed for movement, she is stability. And that is why her voice stays, and that is why Dahyun should be talked about more when we talk about main vocalist in K-pop.